day, good people. It is Stephanie, and welcome back to another video. If you are new, thank you for joining me. And if you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. I am excited for my April Currently Inked video. I apologize in advance for the lighting because this is all artificial light. I let the day get away with me. I had a couple of meetings and now it is dark, but I wanted to get this filmed because I am so excited to be showing you my inks and definitely my pens for this April Currently Inked. I'm excited because I have 6 pens and 4 of them are new to me. Now, my inks are not necessarily new. I'm looking at them. 2 of them are new, and then the rest of them you would have seen in videos here or there throughout the channel. But I am using them for this month. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let me show you my beautiful pens that we're going to be that are inked up for April that I'm going to be using rather. I do have my first vintage pen. I hope you've seen that video already. This is the Danny Trio. This is my only vintage pen right now. This is a new acquisition to me. This is my very first Franklin Christoph. This is a model 31. I did not do an unboxing on her, but she is new. I picked her up about 2 weeks ago at the Atlanta Pen Show, and I am loving her so far. Also, I have to share the nibs that I have on here. This is a sig nib, a fine sig nib is on this pen. Here I have a Penlux. This is a Penlux pen. It's called the Amber Concerto. I did get it tuned and smooth, so it is now writing the way that I need it to. Next, this is a new pen to me as well. I think I have shown it though in a video. This is a Pilot Custom 912. It has a Waverly nib on it. So that's a different type of nib. And then my trusty tried and true. This is the Esterbrook Botanical Gardens. I have mine in the silver hardware. This was my very, very first Estie. And now I'm 9 Esties later, because I think I have 10. But this was my very first one that I fell in love with and bumped my head. So I have her inked up. I have her actually inked up with a Venta ink. And of all the pretty colors in this resin, believe it or not, I picked blue. And then lastly in this lineup is a very, very new pen, fresh out of the box. This is a Delta Duna, and the colorway is Olive Grove. It's a limited edition pen of 100 made, and I have number 70. And she is inked up as well with a Wearing Gold ink. So in this lineup, I have a Venta ink. I have 2 Wearing Golds because you know I love them. I have a Robert Oster. I have a Diamine, a Sailor Ink Studio, and an Ackerman. Do I have an Ackerman? No, I think I did not include that pen. But nonetheless, we'll move on. Okay. So let's just go ahead with the first pen, which is my Danny Trio. I have this inked up with Diamine Sepia or Sepia, however you pronounce it. Golly, get words, Stephanie. If you're like me when you first started in this hobby, you got Diamond inks early, and you may still have them in your collection, and they don't really get a lot of love because, like, they were first in the family. And that's what my Diamond inks are. So over the last few weeks, I've been playing with them a little more. I added some to pens throughout March. Because, like I always say, I show you guys my currently ink, but I'm definitely a person that adds to my currently ink throughout the month. I know I'm going to do it, and it's okay. So, making sure we are still in the frame. Again, this pen is called the Danny Trio. And as I'm writing with it, this is not the ink that is inside. And Stephanie's forever making that mistake. So let's just go over here to the correct pen that has sepia in it, which is this Penlux. This Penlux is what has sepia in it. And this Penlux may actually be out of ink. So Stephanie's just going to do all the things. Yes, I'm talking about myself in third person. But I'm going to do all the things with you guys on camera today because I'm just that so excited. It is not going to steal my joy. So here we go. We have Penlux pen with a fine nib, like I said, that has just been freshly tuned and smoothed. And this is Diamond Sepia ink. And apparently I will need to re-ink this. And that's fine. It's in my April because I did ink this up at the very end of March. I needed to, as the pen was getting worked on. So I think that's just some dried up leftover. But it's all good. So let's go back to Danny Trio. And she is inked up with the Robert Oster's, the Coffee Monster Co. Coffee Monster. I think this was one of Helen's earlier on inks, because to be honest, the newer one or the latest one, the one called Iced Coffee, I think, was not a fan of that ink, but I really like this ink. And this one is simply just called Coffee Monster. I think she just recently re-released it, which was just in time because I just got this sample from a pen friend. Monica, if you're watching, thank you so much for this ink. And I did go ahead and order a bottle of it last week. So, we always do that too. Now, here we go. This is the Danny Trio. This is a medium nib. Again, in the Robert Oster, the Coffee Monsters Co. And this is simply called Coffee Monster. And I think this is just a beautiful shade of brown. And I think it goes just nicely with this pen. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Franklin Christoph. You guys know me. I kept staring at this pen, and believe it or not, the ink I'm getting ready to share with you is actually the second ink I've put in here. The first ink, nah, I was more so giving the ink a try than the pen. And then this go round, I want to give the pen a little more love. So I am coming at you with Wear and Go Path for this one. I think they match beautifully. And yes, Rhonda, if you're watching, I did do a matchy matchy. I know. I've always said the ink doesn't have to match the pen, and I still stand by that, even though mine do match. The point is that they don't have to, but mine do. Nah, ebb and flow with it. Let's just ebb and flow with it. This is Franklin Christoph, and I am in love already. I already have my eyes on the second one because you guys know how I buy in twos. So this one needs a friend. This is the Sig nib. It is a fine nib. It was selected and tuned and smooth and all the things right there where I bought it. Right there at the booth. What was her name? I don't want to mess up her name. Starts with an A. One of you guys will tell me in the comments. I do have her card. I just don't have it in front of me. But this is Wear and Go Path. I am enjoying learning how to write with this nib. I am enjoying everything about this pen. She is just pretty, y'all. Again, this is the Model 30. I have my eye on a Model 2, and I want to get, now this is considered antique glass as well, but this is considered antique glass in the olive, and I want just the original light blue shade of the antique glass. And I have my eye on the Model 2 Cathedral, which is funny because the Cathedral is this resin, so there's bits of this on the finial of that model and on the grip of that model. So that's what I got my eye on. We'll see. Okay, so next we have the Pilot pen. Was just interested in this pen, picked it up. Interesting thing about the 912 is that it only comes in black. If I'm saying that wrong, y'all let me know, but that's my understanding that this pen is only available in black, which I'm fine with. Black is fine. Just very interested in the pen. I like the size of it for these long fingers I got. And this color is another Wear and Go ink. This is called 13 Children. And no one can still tell me why this is called 13 Children. Is this a literary work that I don't know about? Because I know that's the case with some of the Wear and Go inks, but I don't know if that's the case with this one. But this is the type of blue that I like. And this pen has a Waverly nib on it. I still have the sticker on it. I'm still not sure if I'm going to take it off or not. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but then at the same time, I don't really need the sticker to stay on it. So we'll see. And this is the Pilot. It's actually the Custom Heritage, but I'll just say Custom 912. And this is wearing gold. And I'm going to try to show you the nib up close if it will focus. Because again, this is called a Waverly nib. And it's got a little bit of a flip to it. Let's see if I can hold still and possibly. It's got a little tiny flip to it like a fude nib. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to put it as close to the light as well, but there's a little tiny flip at the top that gives us the line variation for a Waverly nib. And I'm enjoying that one as well. I'm going to skip over, since I've already told you that the Esty has blue in it as well. So I'm going to skip over to, I keep wanting to say a Leonardo, and it's not. It's a Delta Duna. And in this pen, I put this Sailor Ink Studio 960. I am trying to try out some Sailor Ink Studio colors because they're just new to me. It's not a ink that I gravitate towards. So while I was gathering up an order for some samples, I said, well, let's just try some. And of course, you guys know I got a green. I got a brown one too, but I'm liking this green. And with Sailor Ink Studio, I guess they just have numbers. And this is the 960. So I like the way it looks. I hope I'm going to like writing with it because I have not yet. But I have went ahead and put it in this pen. And again, this is the Delta Duna. And it is Olive Grove. Like I knew it was olive something. And the ink is Sailor Studio. And it's 960. And I think that's pretty. I think that's a good match for this pen. Okay, and then lastly, we have the Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Gardens, and I have put a Venta ink called Tala. Guess that's how you pronounce it. When I first got this sample, I fell in love with it, and I've used it a couple times to the point where I don't have much left, but I had enough to do a fill for April in the Esty. The question is, am I going to get a bottle? I don't know yet. The verdict's still out. I'll decide once I write with it this month in the Esty. And I am late to the party, just a little bit, but it's okay. I've been busy just like the rest of us. So I am just now doing currently ink and just now using these pens. And it will be all right. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Esterbrook. Oh, this is kind of juicy. You know what, guys? I forgot. This is a nib situation too. Hang on. This is my Esterbrook Esty. And I'm going to put BG. This is a medium nib that I had ground to an architect nib. Forgot about that until I started writing. But yes, this is, and if you can see, this is an actual Esterbrook nib, but it was ground to an architect. I have another architect that was done on a Banu that I fell in love with. So I said, hey, let's do one for one of my Estes. That way I can change it out. Now it is a silver one, so I'm going to try my best to keep it silver on silver. Although most of my Estes are gold. But I have this one silver, my tortoise is silver, my scarlet is silver, and I have a black one that's silver. So I think that's four. And then the rest of them are gold. But nonetheless, you get the point. Um, but yeah, I almost forgot until I started writing that this one is an architect nib. Now, in looking at my array of colors, one may think, what kind of spring is that? Well, I just admitted that throughout the month, you know that I'm going to add more color. And I will need something in the purple department and in the red department. So don't worry, I will do that. But for now, these are the current inks that I wanted to come on and share with you right quick. I hope that you enjoyed the video, enjoyed my lineup, and definitely enjoyed these beautiful pens. I am so excited to use them this month. Very excited for that. So yeah, that's why I wanted to jump on with it being dark outside, but hopefully this lighting was okay. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video and please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And until I see you in the next one, love on your family and be safe out there. Bye bye.